Alright everybody, welcome back to round 2 of Friday Night Magic from Lost Legion Games and Comics in South Charleston, West Virginia. My name is Zachary Evans. I am currently commentating with an empty chair beside me, but nevertheless, we have a round of Magic for you tonight. On the left, stream regular Scotty Wright. On one match win so far tonight, he's playing an Is It deck that he is now splashing white for something that I'm not sure exactly what it is, but he made it very clear to me that it is a mid-range deck, not an aggro or control deck. So that's what he is playing. On the right, Chris Harless, also on one win, is playing what I don't know exactly what he's playing. I don't know exactly what the contents of his deck are, but I know he won both games of his first round match by activating Door to Nothingness. So it should be very interesting to see what happens. I'm not sure exactly how this matchup will fare. Hopefully Chris's deck, I know Scotty is playing a fair amount of counterspells, so hopefully Chris's combo deck does not fold to that, but nevertheless, anytime I can get early in the tournament a Door to Nothingness deck on the camera, I try my best to do so. Ready whenever. And they are resolving mulligans there as we see Scotty drop down to 6. Again, I apologize, I am by myself, so if there are any breaks in commentary and dead points, I apologize, as I try to manage all of the technology, as well as the part where we talk about imaginary wizard fights. So we thank you for joining us tonight. I know we lost a fair amount of viewers, just like we always do when we take a brief break between rounds, but for those of you who have stuck in there, we appreciate your patronage and hope that you will follow us on Twitch. Not only does it improve our numbers and make us feel really good about ourselves, but it also will send you an email notification anytime our stream goes live. So should we do anything non-FNM related, like the midweek legacy tournament that we had on Wednesday, you will not miss out, because you will receive that reminder in your email inbox, and your life will be better off because of it. Guaranteed.
I can make a D3.
All right. As our chat has apparently devolved into a discussion about MTGO card buying prices, we'll get back to the game here. So again, not sure exactly what Chris's deck is. Looks like it's at least a blue-white. It will be 5 colors at some point, as he is playing Door to Nothingness. It's very disappointing that post-rotation do not see a lot of Battle of Wits decks. That might have just been something that was a function of the newness of it. When M13 came out, people tried to resurrect that old archetype. Don't see that around here very much. Our shop's specific Battle of Wits player has since returned to college, so he cannot participate in our weekly FNM, but always good to see people trying to win the hard way. Seen Azorius Charm from Scotty, just cycling it. Scotty does not know what Chris is playing, so he will be just as surprised as everyone else when, if and when Chris resolves the Door to Nothingness and then activates it. For anyone who happens to be unfamiliar with the door, allow me to bring it up and show it to you firsthand. So there you see, for 15 mana in 2 turns, win the game on the spot. So Elocutioner's also an alternate win condition. I see what he's doing here. So we have a mono alternate win condition deck coming out of Chris's deck. Make that a little bit bigger for everyone. See a Pillar of Flame take out the Fog Bank Chris had played. And we see a Geist of St. Trapp come down, which will end the game very quickly should Chris be unable to deal with it. See a lot of blue and a lot of white out of Chris. I'm not sure if his deck is using something like Gilded Lotus or Chromatic Lantern to filter his mana to get to the door portion of the game. But we will probably figure that out shortly. So, in Scotty's hand, I see Restoration Angel, Searing Spear, Snapcaster Mage. Hand full of business over there. Oh, Chris resolved the Sphinx's Revelation while I was looking away. So here's a hand chock full of goodies. But nothing to do with it. Chromatic Lantern comes down. Scotty should likely counter this if he, well, that's unfortunate unless he has a detention sphere that I'm not seeing. He might just be wanting to guess Essence Scatter. Essence Scatter, interesting choice there. Or not interesting choice there, but interesting hard counter. So Chris is going to need to come up with something soon. He's on a 2-turn clock here. Barring anything else, we all know that there's a Searing Spear and a Snapcaster in Scotty's hand, which will end the game next turn should Chris not come up with anything. I think Scotty is piecing that together right now. Nope, choosing not to. So 6 comes in, knocks Chris down to 5. Chris is struggling. He's got a handful of answers, none of which answer a hexproof creature. So I'm not sure if he's playing Supreme Verdict or just not drawing it or just doesn't happen to have it. Yep, as he laments what he could have done had it not specifically been Geist. But we will go to the sideboard of games and see if there's anything Chris can side in to answer that, guys. For those of you just joining us, we are live from Lost Legion Games and Comics in South Charleston, West Virginia. Round 2 of tonight's Friday Night Magic Standard Tournament. 5 rounds of Swiss leads to a top 8. And we will be covering it all. More importantly, it's Halloween-themed Friday Night Magic. The majority of participants in costume. And these 2 participants, not necessarily in costume. Chris is dressed as Jace Bellerin. The tattoo on his face is on the other side, so you can't see that. Scotty did not participate. What are you missing out on? Tons of free candy, lots of costumes, a good time to be had by all. So if you're interested in checking out pictures of the events, feel free to visit our Facebook page, facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic. You can contact us on all forms of social media. Just search for Zach Sells Magic. I say it every week, and it doesn't stop making it true. All we ask from you, the faithful viewers, there's 72 of you watching now. There was 90 who watched round 1. There was 140 of you who watched the top 8 last week. All we ask is that you take a brief few seconds, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube, check out and like our Facebook page. And if you're on twitch.tv right now watching the stream, make sure to follow us. All of it helps our numbers. All of it makes us feel really good about ourselves. Doesn't cost you a red cent. So if you can help us out there, we would definitely appreciate it. Like I said, there are highlights every week. There are pictures of every event. There's a general Magic discussion on our Facebook page, so it's worth a jaunt over there. And as well on YouTube, we post everything we have ever recorded, including this. This is our 9th Friday Night Magic that we've put up. We've also have a cube draft on there. We have Return to Ravnica launch party draft on there featuring a hand cam. And we also covered the West Virginia State Magic Championships. All 7 rounds in the top 8 of West Virginia States available on our YouTube channel. So definitely check them out. We would love to hear your feedback as we continue to bring you this top-tier Magic the Gathering coverage. I did say, for those of you just joining us, I'm currently commentating by myself. My name is Zachary Evans. I'm joined by an empty chair today here in the broom closet. Hopefully we'll get someone in here as they become available. But until then, it's just the soothing sounds of my voice broadcasted to you live over the internet in beautiful mono. We are getting a lot of throwback here in the chat about Chris's hair flip. Nothing I can do about that. Harrison's eyes. What are you going to do? So, trying to look over the chat here to see if there's anything worth bringing up. Oh, mostly just trolling. Mostly trolling. That's a sign that you've arrived. The sign that our stream had arrived fully is the first time that our stream was monopolized and spammed by League of Legends Riot Points ads. It was a very monumental day in my life. So, always good to see anyone. I would be curious, for those of you who are watching live, I would be curious in the chat if you could mention where you found the stream at. I'm very curious about exactly what's driving the traffic here. Helps me to better market, so I can increase my revenues from $0 per day to slightly more $0 per day. Draw go is the order of the game here, as we see nothing out of either player. Scotty's hand, 3 lands, but most importantly, a Geist of St. Trap. Does Chris have a counter? He does not. So this game could be short yet again. Chris just discarding, missing his white mana. So this one could be over. Could be over very soon. If it is over soon, please stick with us as we will try to get the 3rd game of another match under there. We should have more than enough opportunity to do that. So just as we see Scotty cycle Azorius Charm, just a reminder to everyone, tomorrow is Return to Ravnica game day. If you are local and watching, make sure to come on down to Lost Legion Games and participate. I believe the tournament starts at noon. I could be wrong. If it doesn't start at noon, it starts at 1. So if you show up at noon, you will surely be here for the tournament. $5 entry, packs and playmats awarded to the winner. Should be a good time, as we see Chris simply cycle Sphinx's Revelation for 1, digging desperately for any kind of business. Scotty activating his loot house. Worst comes to worst, after the match we'll bring Scotty right in here and maybe talk about his interesting red, white, blue non-miracles deck. But like I said, we should be able to get another match on the camera, and more importantly, if we take a quick break to go get another match, you get to see the Adam Vickers away screen, which is the best thing that I've ever seen. And remember, as we see a scoop, unfortunate that Chris's deck couldn't get off the ground there. His Elocutioners and Door to Nothingness combo deck stuck on lands in Game 2. As we see, Michael Taylor, you done with your game?
Yes, I am.
Well, guess what? They're done, now joined by Michael Taylor, who faithful viewers will know as a former co-host.
Yep.
But most importantly, I was just reminding everyone, as I switch back to the studio camera, that it is Halloween. I'm wearing a different costume every round. Let's check out this round's. I'm a butterfly! Yes, and I did borrow my wife's costume. I'm not a proud man. For entertainment purposes, I will self-deprecate. I'm confident in my manhood, so I guarantee you this: all of these other pros that are streaming, all of the Pro Tour coverage, everything like that. Do you see a grown-ass man dressed up as a butterfly? No, you do not. That's the kind of cutting-edge, raw journalism we bring to you on the Lost Legion Games, Zach Sells Magic podcast. Podcast. Why do I always say podcast? It's not a podcast. It's a live stream. So here's what's going to happen. Now that the game is over, most of you are going to click away. What you should not do is click away, because I'm going to go out there and find you another match, and then hopefully we'll get some more coverage. So stay tuned. Do not go away. There are 89 of you watching now. I know who all of you are, and I will be coming to your house and talking to your mothers if you do leave. So stay tuned. We will find you another match. All right, everyone. I told everyone no one to go away, and 12 people still did. But I'll allow it, seeing as how I can do absolutely nothing about it. So we've got another match for you, as I'm joined by Scotty Wright, the winner of the last feature match. Congratulations, Scott.
Thank you.
Now, what is John Ellington? Does he use an H? He does not use an H. John Ellington. Playing John Ellington?
Yes.
So are these guys 0-1? I mean, if you beat John, then they are.
Yes.
So, another match. I put a lot of thought into who to slot in here, mostly because they were the match located right next to the feature match area, and they were currently shuffling up their decks for Game 3.
Seems convenient.
Seems very convenient.
Can I autograph a card?
Mm-hmm. So,
Sure.
hope everyone... Oh, I didn't even see that. Someone is already in the chat referred to me as a twink. I don't know if that's in reference to the Twinkie costume I'll be wearing later. No, that's not the same thing. If you're just calling me a twink, congratulations on that. Someone is accusing me of not borrowing just my wife's costumes, but also her clothes. Also pretty good trolling. I can appreciate a good barb just like the rest of them. So, here's what we've got. On the left, John Ellington, dressed as Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Thank you, John Ellington, for participating.
This chocolate is dangerous.
I already, as Scotty participates in the free candy, that anyone who's... He didn't come down today and he could have. I'm just telling you, it's only 2.5 hours drive from Columbus, 3.5 hours
That's
to
nothing.
Pittsburgh.
It's a fun night of
If you had been
FNM.
following us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic, you would have known well in advance that you could have come here, seen me dress up in very effeminate costumes, participate in your own costume contest. I say contest, but there's no contest. You just dress up. It's fun. And I was bringing you free candy. You get to come down here, you get to play imaginary wizard fights, you get to eat a Reese's Cup, and you get to laugh at me as I dress up as a giant confection. Is there anything better than that? No, there isn't.
There's some discussion of hip chain being worn by
Okay,
Mr.
Joe is, Joe, hold on a second. Joe Lewis, Joe, Can you lean down in front of the camera? People are curious about your whole costume. So there you go. Thank you. Joe is also wearing the Afro wig. I believe he's a pimp. There are two pimps here tonight.
There.
Well, me and someone else.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. There's two individuals dressed up as pimps. So it should be very interesting. The age-old battle. John's playing a Rakdos aggro deck. Nothing too tricky about it. Just straightforward, fast red and black cards. Right, Gibbs. Come on in.
So, yeah, I got it.
Joe is playing what he called a Bant control deck. Both of these players are 0-1. Scotty said that he actually beat John in the first round. I don't care what kind of deck you're playing, but turn 2 and turn 3 Rakdos Shred Freak's pretty good.
Yeah.
I was talking to Michael Taylor after the round. He was done very quickly, actually quicker than you. Asked him if I said, you must have won pretty quick. He said, no, got smashed by Max Turner playing Rakdos, who went turn 2, turn 3, and turn 4 Rakdos Shred Freak on him.
That's pretty good.
It's a good one. Is that the Azorius signet? The problem with these signets are they all look the same.
Blue white 2/2 flyer.
I won't take your word for it.
Okay.
I got C for myself.
Keep
Oh, it's a signet.
What?
Signet.
Hey, it's late. I had to drive to Columbus this morning and then come back.
Ugh.
You could have even brought some people back.
I tried to talk to all my Magic friends up there. I mean, I am friends now on Facebook and Twitter with a lot of Magic's pros. So this is the worst ever. Just assume Zori's key rune 2/2. None of you will care about it. What did Joe do? All Supreme Verdict. We're falling apart here. Back to the game. I will not try to bring up Azorius Kieran anymore. It went very, very, very poorly.
We need somebody to play a wolf token so you can put up.
Oh, I actually took the wolf token overlay out because it became, first of all, people stopped playing Huntmasters as much. Second of all, it's very difficult to keep track of all these little things to click on, so it was one of the least frequently used. So I did take that out.
Really?
Sure.
Really?
People are asking, I will stress this again, but we are playing Friday Night Magic. This is round 2. 2 competitors who are 0-1. So the barbs about the specific choices of cards are mostly falling on deaf eaters. So we see a Jace come down. Chooses Fact or Fiction. Yeah, that's the correct split. Centaur Healer is going to buy Joe a couple turns here. Splatter Thug Unleashed is a 3/3 first strike, correct?
Yes.
Not the greatest card in the world, but I'll tell you what it's going to do. It's going to do 3 damage.
I mean, I know I'm definitely playing.
I would not do that, John. I would just
The face is where the spear should have gone.
Attacks and back with 3. These gentlemen are just having fun. We'll have the MTGO staple decks. They'll all be on shortly. Don't worry.
I'm trying to, I'm enjoying myself, but I'm
So. Joe goes back up to 10. Scotty eats yet another piece of candy.
No, this is a Hall's cough drop.
Oh, Hall's cough drop.
I have a bit under the weather.
But you didn't want to miss out. So we're going to double block here with the key rune. Oh, he's going to Zori's Charm. Oh, think twice.
Third time's a charm.
Was he digging for a Terminus, I guess? So, first strike damage. Kills the Centaur.
Is that an unleashed splatter thing?
It looks like it. I'm not sure if he just forgot to put the die on there or not. This just looks like Terminus. Now John really wishes that he had bolted straight to the head. So, if the only thing we have figured out over the course of this round is that the chat room hates these decks, And that's what that's what we provide. That's a service that we provide free of charge. Is inadvertent trolling of the chat, who's trolling us by putting decks that they don't like into play. That guy, I don't know what that guy's called. Something's. All I know, he's the guy that you can
You
sack.
pay the 4 to sack and deal to the face.
Yeah. I don't know how strong this is in standard. It's actually deceptively relevant.
Very good limited card.
Yeah, it's amazing and
It's
limited. If you go
ridiculous.
back and watch our Return to Ravnica draft coverage, Max Turner, who we were watching, is that a Faith Mender?
Yes, it is.
Max Turner had one of those in his Rakdos deck, and darn near won the whole thing on the back of it. Ultimate Price. Ultimate Price is a very...
Well, I just got murdered. That is a murder.
That's a murder?
Yeah. Gameplay murder against you.
There's another one of them. What is that thing called? Do you remember what it's called? Hellhole Flailer.
Yes, Hellhole Flailer, that's it.
The chat comes through like a boss. This guy is not that... I mean, look, he's 3 power for 3. He's a 4 power 3 drop. And he gives you reach. I don't think it's as bad as it's being made out to be. That's really good. Entreat for how many? 1, 2,
Looks like 6.
5.
7.
Oh, 7.
Miracle Entreat? 7, yeah.
So that's your ball game. We're joined by Max Turner now.
Alright, I'll join. I am. I wasn't going to back in with you guys.
That's fine.
I thought you were by yourself.
Why don't you lock that door, as we are currently at max capacity.
Get it?
Max Turner.
The puns.
So, he can sack 1, but he's dead on board here. He has to kill him this turn. 2, how important was that
That
Searing
Searing
Spear?
Spear is quite relevant.
How important is that Searing Spear now? So, he has 2 mountains,
Is he
right?
at 6?
He's at 6.
So he would be at 3 with that spear.
Yeah, it costs 4 to pitch the flail.
And he would pitch the flailer to the face for game.
Oof.
He needs a burn spell and the flailer.
What
He
game is
has, what is that?
Is that a Rectus return?
Seractus return on the ultimate price or murder?
that? What game is this?
This is game 3. This is game 3 of the second match. Because we have half of the one car. Chris Harless and John came together tonight.
By the way, I love your costume.
Thank you. Most people have already seen it, as I did flash it in between rounds, encouraging people not to leave as we went and tried to find another one. But for those of you who don't know, it is a Halloween-themed FNM. I am wearing a different costume every round. Round 1, I was Hawaiian tourist Ted Ferguson. You need to go
Nice.
back and watch the round 1 archives so you find out what the heck I'm talking about.
The Turd Ferguson?
And currently, you'll see my costume at the resolution of this game. You might want to talk about your deck there a little bit, Scotty. Some interesting, some cards in it.
Are you playing Delbert?
I am not. I hacked the Delver, set him on the sideline for now for the...
All right.
I think it's probably the best bet.
So here we
But
see.
he's playing Pillar, so...
So here we see Joe pile in. Now, if he's smart here, he will. Is that card ultimate price or murder? Because if it's ultimate price, he can.
He can price and still sack.
Yes. The other card. The other card is it Augur Spree? Is that cost 3?
Ooh, that might
That's
be the
one black red,
spree.
yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't tell if it was Rakdash's return or
He can
Augur
use
Spree.
that pump his flavor, can he? In a
Oh,
pinch?
oh no, why did you not sack?
Because why didn't it? Because maybe he missed it.
It's FNM.
It's
Yep.
FNM. Couldn't get there.
This is World Magic Cup.
Couldn't get there. He
That's
can't.
the
No, he
best.
can survive another turn because he can murder one.
Murder one. Yep, it was a
And
murder.
he can Augur Spray the other one, right? Because they're 4/4 tokens, right?
Well, I think he did trade with...
Were they not unleashed?
I'm not sure that's an Augur Spree. I think that's a Rakdash's return.
Oh, is that the Mind Twist?
Yeah, it deals X, the fireball, that makes you discard. Yes, it is.
Okay. So,
That Searing Spear would have won in the game had it gone to the face.
absolutely.
Sometimes you just land a Planeswalker and...
Jace is scary. He draws a lot of cards.
Yeah.
Joe had 1,000,000 mana. You can debate whether it was right. At the time, I didn't feel it was right. It turns out not to be right. Your name is Scotty, right?
I am.
And here we are at Studio Cam. I'm dressed like a butterfly. So welcome to the studio here. My name is Zachary Evans. I am a self-deprecating third-tier Magic livestream commentator.
Okay, the chat's answered.
What was the question in the chat?
How much to sack for the damage with the flail?
Let's just bring it up. I have it pulled up here. I need to add this to the other screen. I mean, okay, it's not the greatest card in the world, but it's 4 power for 3. That gives you a slight bit of reach. I don't know. I think there's a lot worse Magic cards that could show up in somebody's standard deck. So, again, the first few rounds we like to get some off-the-wall decks in there. We have seen a Gutter Snipe deck in round 1. We saw a Gutter Snipe deck that won. If you did not see the first game where we had a Esper Tokens deck take on a Is It Gutter Snipe deck, the Gutter Snipe deck won game 2 in a very, very exciting fashion.
Right as I stepped out of the room.
You're going to want to go and watch the archives. Where can you watch the archives? You can watch them on YouTube. I won't bring the thing up because I bring it up all the time, but youtube.com/user/ZachSellsMagic. All of that information available right there. So thank you all for watching us. I asked earlier where most of the people where people were getting the how people found us. Looks like a lot of them are just recommended there on Twitch. So if you found us through the Star City live streams page, if you found us through Twitter or Facebook, if you found us through Twitch recommendations, regardless of how you found us, thank you for watching. We're currently breaking the century mark. Makes us feel good. As I told people previously, I believe it was Twitch. I'm not sure who it is, but Twitch regular Paper Dinosaur in the chat has referred to this as the broom closet, and I have started to taking that as my own rallying cry. We are the world's #1 rated Magic the Gathering live stream, originating from a broom closet. And then last week we noticed, Scotty, if you can bring that up, someone right there, the broom?
The broom?
Someone actually put a broom in here. So technically, it is a broom closet. So welcome to the broom closet. We're now joined by Jack Max Turner, floating torso. Jack Max Turner. Jax Turner. Nice.
No problem.
So why am I dressed like a butterfly? Number 1, because I'm awesome.
Why not?
That's pretty. Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
why aren't we just like butterflies?
I don't know. Both of you did not participate in the Halloween.
I couldn't find anything.
Okay, let's hear. Okay, Max couldn't find anything. Scotty,
Alright,
let's hear
here's my
this.
excuse.
Let's hear this sob story about how you couldn't participate.
All right. I could not find my Superman shirt to participate as Clark Kent. My room at home has been cleared out, basically, from where I moved out from college. Not sure where all my stuff went. So
Goodwill.
Probably given.
Goodwill. Probably.
Probably given to homeless people on the street.
My first guess was my little brother, but tearing through his drawers.
Where's he at? Is he working?
Nothing. He is frying the fish. Good old cat. So.
That's a good shout out to him.
My original
Captain
costume idea was to cut my jeans down to Daisy Dukes and dress like Adam Vickers.
Adam Vickers. You don't know who Adam Vickers is. Is he still watching? I'm not sure if he's watching. Adam Vickers, local legend. He did do a commentary for us at the Star City Games Invitational Qualifier that we covered. Was it last Saturday, Max?
Yep.
It was. Last week. No FNM feed, so you won't find that in the archives on YouTube, but you will find on Saturday. 5-round Star City Games Invitational Tournament from Charcon Gaming Convention held here in Charleston. Very exciting. Won by none other than Max Turner.
You know it.
Taking down the 250 cash and invites.
Baller.
So congratulations, playing a junk mid-range, right?
Yep.
A little bit tokens, a little bit not.
Half-ass tokens.
If you want to watch that, I believe Max, you were on the camera 3 separate times.
I was on camera once in the Swiss, and then all the top 8.
So very interesting coverage there. A lot of tier 1. I know a lot of you are giving us a hard time here because we don't have like the most top tier decks so far tonight, but they were all top tier decks at the SCG tournament. So check that out. But anyway, Adam Vickers was the co-host on that. Adam Vickers is now forever immortalized thanks to Cliff Markham and his wonderful graphic art skills in our newest splash screen. So while we're taking breaks, Adam Vickers says, stay tuned for more Wizard Battles live from Lost Legion Games and Comics.
Very nice.
I've had a request to play on camera.
You have?
Same Hannah. He asked me how to get on camera, and I was like, well, you just ask.
Well, here's the thing. Actually, let's talk about that. For anyone watching after the fact, this is mostly for people in the store who aren't really hear this. But we've had several requests to play on camera. That's not how it works. How it works is you have a good deck and you win.
2-0.
Is Sam Hannah's 2-0?
I know he won his last round.
No, Sam Hannah's 2-0. I'll put him on the camera.
I think that enchantment deck's really
He's
interesting.
playing Sam Hannah.
Is he still with the
Yes.
Invisible Stalker?
Yeah, Invisible Stalker,
Okay.
enchantment-based deck. It's actually very good. He plays Sigarda as well.
Oh, I have not seen that edition yet.
It's basically it's basically Invisible Stalkers. It's like Delver, except instead of Delver's putting Runechainer's Pike on Invisible Stalker, he just puts an infinite amount of pump enchantments on it, and that card that buffs it based on enchantments. People are asking if they want to see a butterfly dance. That is not going to happen. I will deprecate myself. I'm strong enough in my masculinity to dress like a giant dandy, but I will not be doing any kind of dance, excluding the truffle shuffle. Also, someone's asking if I own the store. I do not own the store. I just bring a webcam, sit in a broom closet, and broadcast it to the internet. How can you get in touch with the store? Simple. Go to lostlegiongames.com. Check out their calendar of events. They do not currently have any sales online, but if you are in the area or you're curious, or someone earlier was talking about wanting to get a hold of a Stoneforge Mystic playmat, as we see featured in our future match area, definitely get in touch with them there. Also, did you watch? You were there at the CharCon.
Yes.
Scotty participated in the Star City Games Invitational. We were very fortunate to have one of the guest artists at the convention, not specifically there. I wish I had done something up. I don't think that I have, but his name is Billy Tackett. He's he's an illustrator. Specifying there's a bit of an echo.
Insult. Okay, they might be joking. Somebody said something about a delay earlier, and then an echo. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're asking about is there a delay on the stream? There is a delay on the stream. This camera that I'm using for the studio is not nearly as good as the one out there, so there is a slight delay. That's why there's like a low frame rate, because I'm just trying to make sure that it doesn't sound like a bad kung fu movie, because we talk and then audio comes through later. There is a slight delay on the stream from that camera into here. That doesn't really matter, and there's a slight delay from the time we record this, obviously, to the time you see it on Twitch, but it's not drastic. I think it's like 4 or 5 seconds. But anyway,
So back to Tackett.
more important, Billy Tackett, guest artist there at the con. He does custom playmats, and I will try my darndest to find it. So why don't you talk about while I try to find that file? I don't know if I'm going to be able to or not, but as you jam yet another Reese's cup.
Another Reese's cup.
How many Reese's cups is that tonight?
There's my third one. That's all.
That's
Two
all.
Whoppers.
That's all.
That's all.
2 Whoppers. What?
Whoopers.
Whoppers. Okay,
Whoppers.
here we go.
I'm not sure the proper pronunciation.
I did find this. I'm just going to low tech it here. But these were the feature match that these were the play mats that we've used during the feature match coverage of the Star City Games Invitational Qualifier. We got a lot of comments about those, where they could buy those, how they could get a hold of them. Those were both custom made on the day. They actually gave those away as part of the convention raffle. We got a lot of interest in those. He made those in about less than a half hour each.
Oh my gosh.
He's a professional illustrator. He's very good at what he does.
The zombie sleeves.
Yeah, if you have seen, I don't have it here, but if you have seen the Uncle Sam zombie sleeve, the I Want Your Brains the card sleeve, that's Billy Tackett design. Billy Tackett is based out of Florence, Kentucky. He has a website, billytackett.com. If you're interested in that, if that looks something, the SpongeBob one is very cool.
Yes.
And he does do commissions, and his commissions start, I think, at $25 plus shipping, and then go up from there based on the art. But the base for that is $8 for a blank playmat, $15 for the art, and then the art goes up based on how long it takes plus shipping. You will not find anything cheaper than that. I think if you go to inkedplaymats.com and order one printed up, it's at a minimum.
29.
Yeah, at a minimum.
34.
Yeah. So if and like I said, he does commissions, so you can send him a picture, you can send him something and say, I want this zombified. That's his main thing, is a zombified pop culture. So it's very interesting. So we're trying to drive some business his way. If you want more information, we have links to all of his stuff as well as that picture on our Facebook page, facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic. I'll leave I'll bring the contact information up. That's Zach Sells Magic. That's my ill-fated Magic Finance name. I just gave up on that, but that is our branding. So go to our Facebook page. There's information there. We posted it last week. Very cool artist. I think it's a great opportunity. More importantly, if you go back to the archives on YouTube and watch round 1 of the Star City Games Invitational, the last 5 minutes we actually have a brief interview with Billy. He's a really cool guy. We really appreciate him making those playmats for us. So definitely check it out. I will be doing so. You should be doing so too. More importantly, JB has just called time. We are moving on to round 3. Round 3 means another match. It means 2 2-0 players. It means I will be dressed as something different. So stick around for that. Check out Adam Vickers. We'll be back in about 5 minutes.